Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be giving some tips on using polymer clay with molds. This is a mold I designed based on some tiny succulents I sculpted for a project a while back. It was actually featured on NBC's Making It in the first episode, all about terrariums. And it has 8 cavities, all with different little succulents in it. So for the most part, everybody starts out by taking some clay, conditioning it, and making it pliable like this. And they take it and they roll it up in a tight little ball. And after that, they just start cramming it into the mold, just smashing it. And they demold and they get something like this. It's distorted and the detail's just not there. Now I'm going to use the middle one. I'm going to grab some clay, roll it into a ball, and just smash it in there again. It's usually the way people do it. I'm pressing pretty hard too. You can see my finger turn red. And watch how much I have to flex this to demold. So then you get this, again distorted, it's rounded edges, no detail, sort of flat. You don't want that. So let's go back to this top cavity and I'll show you how to pick up all the detail. I'm going to use these stainless steel ball sculpting tools from Sculpey. They're super handy to have around. I've just got a small bit of lime green Fimo here and I'm going to work it back and forth, kind of like massaging it into, and it's a very small piece of clay. I'm just going to kind of massage it in, and then take that itty bitty piece of clay and small sculpting tool and press it into all the little nooks and crannies. Take another piece of clay and just kind of layer it on there. I'm going to speed this up and just show you. I'm just taking the ball tool and pressing all the way around just to make sure that I get in all the crevices. This is a pretty detailed mold, and I guess you could say it's almost like a 3D mold. And to get all the detail, you really have to get all the clay inside all the little nooks and crannies, or you're not going to get anything that you want. So right below the fill line, like I have it here, and then since it spreads out when you're mashing it in there, just take the mold and give it a little squeeze all the way around. That'll make the mold kind of bounce back into shape, and you can see after it'll start coming away from the mold pretty easily without having to flex it too far after you squeeze it. And then see, it demolds really easily, and you get all these little details, each little I don't know, vine, leaf, any time you're messing with anything real small like this, and then you can go back through and manipulate and move around also if you haven't baked directly in the mold. So now back to this one. See how it's really flat, edges are really rounded. So again, I'm going to take a small amount of clay and press it in and just start using my ball tool, get in all the little nooks and crannies, just an initial round of clay, get it in all the details, and then after you've got the first layer, go ahead and smash a second layer in there, and take your ball tool, or you can use the end of a pencil eraser. You can use a rounded eraser from a pencil, that works also. Right below the fill line, and then again, take it and just give it a little squeeze all the way around the mold. The clay will start to come away from the mold all by itself without having to flex it too far. If you flex it too far, you will tear any silicone mold. And see, you get this nice crisp edge all the way around. You get the pointed detail instead of those rounded edges, which are really annoying. And just comparatively, it turns out a lot better. So I use these sculpting tools. They're, like I said, they're Sculpey. they have these little silicone tips for sculpting the clay on the ends. They come in really handy. I got mine from Amazon. You can get them lots of places, and they work really well for getting in all the little details that you want. So I hope that this helps you achieve a little bit better results using a detailed mold like this succulents mold or any other mold you choose to use. Thanks for watching.